Okay, let's do a career message. Setting the intention to be surrounding career. What wants to come through? Please use your discernment. Okay, these messages are not going to be for everybody. Trust yourself over anything. Always, always, and always trust yourself over a reading, please. And thank you. Okay, you don't need a reading to tell you your future. Now that that's out of the way, let's see what wants to come through. Okay. So career, what's going on? There's something going on with career where there's, I don't know if maybe something's coming to an end, or you're not fulfilled. There's something lacking, definitely lacking in career. Definitely something lacking in career right now, and and this is not your fault, so I want to make that clear, but there's a lot of like emotional like turmoil surrounding it. Like the 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, like this could even have like maybe you lost your job or something like that, or maybe something didn't work out for you the way you hoped it would. There's sadness surrounding this here, and stress, keeping you up at night, overthinking, overanalyzing, like definitely on your mind. But there is a transition here to a very new beginning, but it's slow, okay? And it feels tied to a wish fulfillment. Whoa, okay, yeah. Whoa. We love this. So we're going from the 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool. This is the transition, okay, to the leap of faith, to a literal dream come true. Like a literal dream come true. And this is not me saying it's going to land on your lap out of nowhere, because that's not this energy here. This is more so giving, okay, this is what I'm getting as well. Leaving behind the old story, leaving behind the old wounds when it comes to like worthiness. I even want to say abandonment, or like making, like subconsciously maybe you felt like you needed to work really hard in order to be successful. It feels like there was a lot that you needed to let go of, and you're writing a new story for yourself. You're letting go of the old story. You're letting go of what you thought you had to do. You're letting go of what society made you think you had to do, or the path you thought you had to walk. Does that make sense? There's an energy of walking away from that here, but that takes time, and that takes a lot of healing. That takes a lot of healing. Like this is giving deep healing, if that makes sense. Purging, releasing, letting go of the old subconscious limiting beliefs. And that's more than just manifesting your dream life. Like, I'm just going to wish and hope that my manifestations come in, and then boom, they're going to come in. Like, it's so much deeper than that, if you know, you know. And it feels like you're on this journey, and it's slow and steady. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in tarot, and people can be discouraged by that sometimes, but it's actually a beautiful thing because it's slow and steady, as opposed to racing forward to have to backtrack. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you're building very, very, very solid foundations for yourself. So as things continue to grow, there's no cracks in the foundation. You're solid. You're going to be able to hold it. This is giving creation of generational wealth, if that makes sense. Not that it's about that, but it's like I'm seeing you create something that I don't know if it's like, if it's like you pass, it feels like passing something down. Maybe it's money that you're passing down. It could literally be money, but it could also, like I'm hearing legacy, it could also be like a mindset. It's like you rewired your mind, your brain to walk a whole new path, and this new mindset that you have, you're passing down, and that's going to pass down and pass down and pass down. And it's like freeing yourself and your lineage from this like unworthiness wound of like feeling like you have to work jobs that you don't actually like. Does that make sense how I'm articulating that? But in order to get to the dream, it doesn't just land on your lap out of nowhere. It requires a shit ton of like healing, releasing. It requires a lot. Like this is heavy work, if I'm being completely honest. But I see that transition here, because it's all linked together. You might think, how does healing have anything to do with career? Well, it does, because at a subconscious level, if you don't feel that you're worthy, you're not going to have your dream career if as subconsciously you don't feel worthy of it, because the programming runs deep, right? Like maybe you grew up hearing things like, oh, money doesn't grow on trees, or oh, you have to work really, really hard for your money. Or maybe you grew up hearing people with a lot of money are bad people. Therefore, you have this subconscious fear of like holding a lot of money, because you feel like you're going to become a bad person if you hold a lot of money. So there's a lot of like deep wiring that needs to be transmuted, that needs to be shifted from within. To shift. But that I see that shift happening. But the big message here is it's slow and steady. It's not going to happen overnight. please stop expecting it to happen overnight, because there is a message of urgency that I'm feeling. It's like you might want it faster than it's coming. You need to slow down, or trust the timing of it. Trust the divine timing. Trust that there's purpose to this being slow and steady, because if there's some unhealed wound still and some of this starts coming in prematurely, it's going to crumble. Does that make sense? And there's also a leap of faith here. It's like taking a leap of faith is required as well. There's a risk, there's a leap of faith, there's stepping outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you've done that already. I don't know. This is a collective reading, so I don't know where you're at on this journey. You might be at different places on this journey. Maybe you've been through a lot of this already, or maybe you're moving through this right now. Okay, so take this how this resonates. But at some point, there's going to come a leap of faith. It's going to feel like you're jumping off a cliff and you're hoping to God that there's a net there, even though you can't see the net. And you're hoping to God that you're going to be caught. And as a result of this risk, this leap of faith, stepping into the unknown, you're going to be so rewarded. It's about that time in a minute. I'm Anita. I don't know why that song's coming through, but maybe. You're going to be so rewarded. This is literally a dream come true energy, something solid, real, something to really build and grow. A new beginning, a new passionate beginning. So when it comes to career, I see something completely new being born for you. Something very aligned, something completely new, something free is what I'm hearing too. Something very free. Woo! Freedom! Something very free and aligned. And this is the path that you're on. This is the trajectory that you're on. So trust the timing of it. Trust that you're heading in this direction. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave the message there. Let me know how that message resonated with you. If you made it to the end, give me an 888 in the comments. If you're interested in microdosing, you guys, I'm a brand ambassador for Flodos, a company that I genuinely can get behind. I feel as though this company is in integrity. I don't just partner with any company. If you've been following me for a while, you know that, but I'm excited to share this with you guys because I use their products myself, and I have been for a while before I started sharing. And if you use my link, it does support me. It also gives you a free starter pack with your first purchase. Check out my bio, the link's in my bio for more on that. If you're interested, my next healing circle is August 22nd. It's virtual. Check out the link in my bio for more info. Also, check out the Beehive if you're interested in online community, and follow me on my other socials, you guys. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, okay? I'm sending you all the love, and slightly different vibe on each platform. Yeah, sometimes my videos cross over, but there's definitely like different vibe on each platform. So check me out on the other platforms. Okay, sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.